And we're back with the Colorado Beer Trail. I'm Jim Burris, and I'm here with Julia Herz. Julia is the Craft Beer Program Director of the Brewers Association and publisher of craftbeer.com. Julia, welcome to the 33rd Annual Great American Beer Festival.
The granddaddy of them all. Good to see you, Jim.
Great. It's Thursday morning, and a lot of stuff going on here in an empty convention center hall, and we're going to see 49,000 people showing up here this weekend. Tell me about anything new going on this year with the Great American Beer Festival.
Well, new I can get to, but lay the land, you're right. In 3 days, 4 sessions, 49,000 people will move through here, and right now we've got volunteers setting up the jockey boxes, delivering ice. Tonight's the first session, and it's just super exciting. So for this 33rd year, we do have new things in play. It's our 4th year, by the way, of sustainability efforts. I'll come out right away. I mean, the whole craft brewing community and beer community in the U.S., brewers large and small, are very focused on lowering their footprint. And so we have, with efforts of Zero Hero, a whole new sustainability pavilion. We also want to reduce our waste of this festival by 80%, which is a goal, a multiple year goal that we've had. During the session, house lights are at 50%. Everything mostly in the hall. 6,900 kegs are reusable, refillable, so that's lowering the footprint. So beer has a leg up compared to wine and spirits in that format. So great things, and a really big new effort for us is the Beer Geeks program. So this event, the Great American Beer Festival, has 3,200 volunteers, and 100 of those this year are called Beer Geeks. They wanted to be called Beer Geeks, and this Beer Geek program is specifically designed to ensure that our volunteer pourers at the 710 brewery booths know as much as they can about the brands that they are serving, the craft beers or the beers that they are serving. So this Geek program is kind of mentoring the volunteer pourers as that conduit. We also will have many brewers behind their booths, but we're super excited about that new effort.
Now, are the Beer Geeks, are they labeled somehow? If you find one behind the table, you can actually maybe go and pick their brain?
Absolutely, and they wanted to be labeled Beer Geeks. Special shirts, cool, really cool looking shirts, so just seek them out. And they're the ones that are going to know about all the beers served on each island that they're in charge of.
Now, this year you did the registration for the brewers, submitting beers and things for the competition a little bit differently. Tell me about that.
Sure. So Great American Beer Festival is such a big ship to move, so to speak, and we always try to project the increase in interest and demand. Essentially, we do want the majority of anyone within the U.S. brewing community to be able to enter the competition or serve at the festival. But this year what we had is no longer a race to enter. The entry process for brewers was relieved compared to last year, where we had first come, first serve entering, which ended up in the end leaving 300 brewers not being able to get online. So we've increased our numbers enough this year that we were essentially able to accommodate everyone that wanted to enter the competition and essentially everyone that wanted to enter and serve in the festival.
That's fantastic. And so we have, you said 710?
710 breweries in the hall here, 1,300 breweries, 1,300 breweries serving in the competition.
That's fantastic. Anything new as far as styles this year for some of the competitions? Because I know, things like imperial beers have been added, and there's been fruit beers and sour beers. What else?
Absolutely. So 90 style categories, 145 individual beer styles are judged in the competition. This year, and I'm so fascinated by this topic, beer geeks, beer lovers are just so passionate. We got to argue and analyze everything to the 10th degree. Pumpkin beers, you either love them or you hate them, and it's so funny because they all are selling out. Every release that I come across is creating a big decision by people drinking it. The spicing, I think, is either you just gravitate towards it, brings you towards nostalgia, or it's something that you aren't, not for you. But so pumpkin beers this year are their own dedicated category, which is huge. So they will be judged as their own group. They were moved out of the field beer category. And then I'm not necessarily pronouncing it right, but Cuvit is a Dutch style beer with oats, and that's its own brand new category as well.
Wow, the innovation and the progression is just amazing.
The United States craft brewers, small and independent craft brewers, 99% of today's 3,100 breweries have put the U.S. back on the map for innovation in beer. And what's super cool is, the large brewers put us on the map for beer. We are the largest beer destination, but now we're the most diverse beer destination because the small brewers came of age in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and now we've just got so many beer styles, and it's just just the place to be. And Denver is the great epicenter this week for what's going on.
That's fantastic. And the other thing I was looking at on your website was that one of the big growth areas for craft beer is in exports.
Yep, exports are up 49% in 2013. We have an export development program, so the Brewers Association puts on this amazing event. We started as a home brewing organization through Charlie Papazian, evolved to the commercial or craft brewing side, and now we also help those craft brewers export. So it's definitely an effort of ours. People in other countries have a demand to learn about the innovation and pull everything they can out of these beers, and a lot of small craft brewers are deciding put aside some of their precious inventory, because most craft brewers they're not distributing nationally. They're maybe in their own state, in their region, but they're putting aside some inventory and shipping it overseas.
That's fantastic. Well, congratulations again on your 33rd annual event, and it's going to be amazing to see the parade of people coming through here, and I'm really excited to hear about who wins medals this year, because it's you never know who's going to win what, but it's always a surprise.
Absolutely. Medals, I mean, the awards will be streamed live if anyone wants to watch that. thebrewingnetwork.com/GABF. You can also watch a replay of the awards depending on when you're watching this piece. But yeah, it's going to be great. I mean, costumes, people come in and have fun, 1 ounce at a time kind of fun. My favorite media pieces over the years was Finding God at a Beer Festival. All the references to religion in here. I mean, beer is a religion practically to so many people in the hall here, and it's enjoyed responsibly. We have an amazing team that makes sure everybody is safe, and I just love watching everybody kind of savor that flavor all session long.
Great. Well, keep up the good work, and we'll see you out there on the Colorado Beer Trail.
Thank you, Jim. Take care.
Thank you.